Hey y'all, welcome back to the ranch. I'm Jerry Paul, and today we're going to get to my forest that was inspired by a trip to San Francisco, California, here in the USA. So I have 3 redwoods growing with a couple of Japanese Zelkovas to give it a little bit of deciduous hit. And they both kind of like the same mild climates, not too cold, not too hot. There were 2 Sequoias also in there that I grew from seed, but I believe last year they didn't bud out at all, so clearly they're dead. So we'll take a look at what we're going to do with them and prune the others up to shape and tackle yet another forest. So that's what's coming up on today's episode of Jarhead Bonsai. Alright, so let's get a nice little close look at it first. So this would be the front here. The backdrop, there's the 1, 2, and 3 taller redwoods. And then we've got Zelkova here and a Zelkova there. They bud out very late, so they always have me holding my breath through spring. And then right here, you see this one and that one. Last year they just kind of served as like a couple of dead trees in a forest planting, but this year I might get rid of them. We'll have to take a closer look. See these redwoods budding out nicely. When I originally got these, I thought that they were coastal redwood because that's what I ordered, coastal redwood seeds. But these are dawn redwoods, so a little cold hardier, and it's a deciduous conifer. So this guy drops its needles in late fall through winter and springs out in spring, and I believe that coastal redwoods don't drop their needles, like they don't shed their needles from season to season. So that would be the difference there. All right, let's do this thing. So definitely extremely hot for the season. Go ahead, take out some of these lower branches. Some little buds coming in. You could just rub them off with your finger if you don't want them. Pull them off, pluck them, or snip them. Yeah, this one's pretty low growing towards this guy here. Going straight across, I'll take that out. Otherwise, I'm just going to nip the tips on most of these branches. Speak of that one. Too low. Too low. Originally, I really liked this branch coming off, but I think since it's pretty much the back of the planting, it's kind of pointless. So yep, whole thing's coming off. Bunch of buds coming up here in the middle. Just rub them out. Not cared about being too rough with them because I don't want them to bud out. So try to get them all, but at least disrupt it to the point where they won't bud out. This kind of overnight swelled up, and so I definitely had to jump on it. And with this seasonal warm weather, unseasonably warm weather, I had to water everything. I got it finally laid out, but I'm definitely gonna have to water every day this week. It's supposed to rain Monday. It's only Wednesday. And I'm gonna have to do a lot of initial prunings. I really don't have that much repotting to do this year because I repotted a lot into these forests last year. Zelkova is kind of creeping up. It's got its main branch coming in towards the redwood, and the redwood, any branches that high I want to keep, unless they're pretty much duplicates or growing out of the same location. So just taking a little bit of height out of this one. Zelkovas, they develop branches quickly. Very, very cool. More little buds. I have had some Zelkovas die because it was a learning curve, going from growing them all from seed and then transitioning them inside and outside based on the season. So I've lost a few coming out of dormancy. Same with the Redwood. I lost a few that I thought were, really well on their way. Shorten that one. This thing's just growing straight across, fugly. Well, these are definitely healthy, and they liked being in the outdoor greenhouse for winter, because they never bud out this awesome. Typically, I keep the less cold hardy species in my basement for the winter. I'm so glad that I put together the little greenhouse outside, kept it above 32 degrees best I could, just for the simple fact of not having to go up and down the stairs. And not that they need a ton of water during the winter. This one's growing out of the crotch one. Not that they need a ton of water, but when they're in the basement, they don't have any rain or snow or anything like that, or even humidity in the air. I would have to water them, go up 13 steps and water a bunch of trees. It was a pain. That in a little bit, and then we'll just take the apex down like so. I do want these to be pretty tall, just not that tall. This one growing straight out and then up, so I'll shorten it to here and hopefully it doesn't interfere with that other tree. This is a nice branch splitting here. Same here. This one straight across and out of the base of one of the vertical branches. I don't like that. This one here, shorten that one up. It's a forest, so them growing together during the season is cool, and sharing the sun, kind of complementing each other. But it's in the off season, you try to prevent that. If it's already crisscrossing with another tree, then when it buds out, it's just going to be a mess come the middle of summer, This one's just sending a shoot in back towards the main trunk, so I'll shorten that down there. Take this one totally out. Yeah, straight across with this branch. It's rough. I'd like to have a couple lower like that, but okay. Now let's get the top here. Nice strong trio. Two growing out of one spot here. 1 and 2, and then this third guy is a little lower, so not messing with each other. So these gradually go up in height, so I'm going to continue that theme. Just take that out. That. Boom, boom. Again, some active buds coming out of the base of branches. If it's in a spot you like, no problem with growing a new branch, but at this point I pretty much have my main branch structure set up for these. So more branching on the active branches, yes. New branches, I don't need. And this one's growing towards the other. We'll take it out there. Cool. So at least there's an odd number of trees left in here with 5. I like 3s, I like 7s, I like 11s. I guess 5 will do, or I'm gonna add a couple of trees this season. I do have a couple of birches that decided to jump into my pots and grow. So maybe those would look nice in here. Give a nice contrast, especially if and when they get their white trunks. This branch coming straight out and then growing up into the other 2. So more of an interior branch, just taking it out. This guy is pretty ugly here. What branches it offers? So we'll take that back and see if it can come back. See how it's growing back into the other trunk? Yeah. You know what? There's a bud here. I'm going to let it come out. And I'm taking this out because it's just straight across. It's terrible. Could get rid of this entirely, but I do enjoy when they get to their taller point and they kind of break into their separate trunks there. So I think I'm gonna leave it. This guy out, boom, boom, boom. Alright, so this one is growing out of the base of this one, so we have to pick one. And I think that I like this a little bit better. It does go straight across. So does the other one. Alright, so we will take out the bottom one and take this part out here. Oh. And this one. Cool. Now picking the top of my height. It just splits here. Don't know that I want that so high, so I'll come back just below that. And I'll take this one back. It's a nice bud right here. Cool. Alright, change my mind now. Take that out. Take that out. I don't know why they came out exactly sideways like that. Yep, I'm gonna take this out. It's got a nice branch right here that could come in and fill this space. It's growing upward like I want it, so let's just remove this. Alright, that cleans it up a little bit. Alright, a little problem I see up here. There's a ton of little buds coming out. This one little area. And 2 branches coming from the same exact location. Just take out that one. And rubbing out any additional buds. Any that are at the base of a branch or too far in towards the trunk to even warrant developing. Alright, let's see the other Zelkova, and then I think this is a wrap here. You see these 3 branches, they're all kind of coming out and on the same line. And then on the other side, those 2. I hate those. Why do I hate those so much? Yeah, I'm gonna leave them. I don't know. I took it back hard already. Maybe the one closer to where it splits. Off both sides. And then this one here, again, it's close to that. Yep, just going for it. I don't like that exactly horizontal look. Don't like it. I'll take out you. I'll take that up. That one's kind of going up. This one, I'll take you out. Just following the theme. Don't like ya. Yeah, this one's coming straight out. And these two are straight out. Well, that just changed my entire plan. Sometimes you just gotta freaking do it. Nip the tip here. Alright, well at least I have a theme now. No horizontal branches on my redwoods. Alright, the other Zelkova, I mean, that just, it's coming in nicely. You can see it, got a nice little knot right here, so I'm literally just gonna barely nip the tips all over. Here's Stella, she's playing with her slide. You just go and go. Yeah, that's cool. I dig it. All right. So, yeah. Let's take a closer look. Hey, Stella. What's up, baby? Yeah, you're going on your slide? Good girl. I'll be there in a minute, okay? I'll be right there, baby. All right, trying to keep my big head shadow out of there. Gonna do some work on the landscaping, but it's really not that bad. Some nice moss, river pebbles in there, a little sand, some local stonage that I thought looked like California stonage, and then we got our forest. So I'm looking forward to this one budding out. Still got plenty of healthy buds on those redwoods. All right. So that's going to do it for today's episode of Jarhead Bonsai, y'all. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. I'm about to go play on the slide, but I'm Jared Paul, and from my family to yours, cheers.